Hope the shepherd and the maiden. The shepherd. And in that fine blue line I found happiness, however fleeting, but it was for the moment, and that moment was the one chased after forevermore. The maiden. I started with sadness in my heart, greeting each and every moment kept on repeating itself with no respite. But a friend reached out, and with a hand of atonement helped me become stout, and find within my plight the meaning of a joy that comes when we pause, no clay idol nor decoy, just accepting world's flaws. The shepherd. We all have faults. The true miracle lies in how we rise above it. Does it kill us, or do we merely survive pushing back? Strength comes from deep within. Unless challenged, we never know how much we really got. The maiden. To have and to keep. The faults within us is just how we reap our dark soul's fuss. Yes, the true miracle is not what we hide, but at the pinnacle how us we guide. Surviving is instinct. I prefer living whole. I am no beast extinct. I live not in a hole. Surely enough inside is where it often lies, riding sorrow astride, even eternity in it flies. The shepherd. And he watched from a field afar, in amazement, oh how she flied. The maiden. And she wondered from an icon of stone, bewildered what in his heart shone. He was no nerd, but had a light of his own, not mere keeper of a herd. The cows were alone, and his gaze undeterred, he looked on at his clone. The shepherd. He watched the sheep graze on a rock. He sat high above and wondered, searched the far horizon. Is she there? Will she love me? A poor shepherd dressed in rough clothes. I dream of her someday, she will come. The maiden. While the sheep graze under his intense gaze, his heart goes yonder, asking in mild wonder, will she be there now? Will she answer somehow the call of a lonely heart, not ready yet to depart from the world of love that burns like a stove within the cage of his ribs, as that music he ad-libs? What is a shepherd if he has lost his herd, and only love pursues, following little clues? Yet in dreams he sees the look of her, a ghost. He knows in his knees that her he'll hold host. Is she still there? Will something flare, like smoke in the air, or was it just a lair? The shepherd. Smoke in the wind drifting off, will it call her back? Or will she drift also, following its trace across the blue skies? This and many other thoughts cloud his mind. The seemingly peaceful shepherd, perched on a rock high above, is he as serene as the casual observer perceives, or lost like a young lamb wandering alone in the wilderness yet again? The maiden. Dreamers dream, drifters would drift, so it would seem. The mind goes adrift, smoke blows away, never goes back. It would keep it grey, then return black. Of love the trace in that blue sky is not of her face, it's of her sad sigh. Clouds can be white, clouds can be black, with a silvery light cut you some slack. Peace is no bliss, perched on your rock, you'd rather that miss, following some frock. Observing feels not, and casual as wane, no love, mere thought, as your neck you crane. And as for serene, it is but a sad way to allow for spleen your heart to decay. The shepherd. And he reached out, touched her from a place far away. I knew you, when you were young, know you still now, through all these years, and yet each time gaze into your eyes, it's like a new time, that first time. And after all this we have been through, yet you still doubt. Would I be there for you, waiting on my rock perched high above? Yes, I am there. The shepherd brushes your tears away. I am there. Quiet returns in the still evening breeze. He remembers. The maiden. Memories return, still pieces of life from tables overturned by love so rife. A tear on a cheek, a mere peck on the side, not a symptom of weak. By no rules do I abide. Or maybe the rule of love that I like to observe, perched with you, little dove, the thought hit a nerve. You may be perched so high, but remember, perched above, rocks sit and can never fly, so quit them to find the love. The shepherd, and broken glass still holds the last image they held upon fragmenting, picks up the pieces like moments of my life before returning to shepherding. What can I do? Was not there to protect. All I have is pieces strewn about to collect. One day she will be whole. And who says rocks cannot fly? The maiden. How much can a being into pieces just fragment upon darkness, seeing each and every torment? I know not of glass, as in stout plastic I am. This too shall pass, both objection and glam. Picking up does lift pieces like it does spirits, and helps comes swift recognition of no limits. Who else can behold now? And if you say rocks will fly, I won't even question how, won't even dare to ask why. The shepherd. Take my hand. It's a pretty day. Let's walk. So many things to tell you without ever having said a word. I listen better. The maiden. A hand reaching on a sunny day. Let's start walking through the hay. The words of silence deafeningly convey the end of violence, the end of shady grey. Two listeners walking, not a word, but all is said. With only hearts talking, it all goes on in the head. The shepherd whispers. Can't you see all that surrounds us? Each moment, every dust particle that swirls, tell us of a life, new life, hints at something yet to come. Hush, it is almost here. Life, it grows out of death. No response.